anyone who can justify any of this in their own hearts or in their own minds, don't ever bother talking to me ever again. I'm not interested in you. Seriously, like, don't ever look at me. Don't even stick your finger up at me out your fucking shop window, you fucking grub. I may be tempted to forget that I don't throw the first punch.
We all saw these scenes of police dragging Muslim men who were kneeling in prayer, pepper spraying, crowd rushing, punching people who came out to protest the Israeli president's visit to Australia.
What we saw last night was the consequences, I think, of a very restrictive approach to protest that has been pursued under the Minns government.
After the Bondi terror attack, New South Wales quickly passed a sweep of anti-protest restrictions, which includes banning marching in designated areas and giving police the full suite of their move-on powers.
Traditionally, the move-on power has not been allowed to be used against protesters. When they were first introduced, it was absolutely explicit. And so what we've seen over recent times is Parliament tweaking the boundaries.
The government then expanded these powers even further by declaring the Israeli president's visit a major event, legislation intended for large sporting or music events, not for protests. So as thousands attempted to march...
Yeah, right. What we're seeing is the intended consequences from the intended manufactured issue problem. We're seeing the intended reaction to bring in the intended legislation that has already been always wanted. It's always been sitting on the table, ready to be ready to be whacked over us. Been sitting there the whole time. Would you have allowed that legislation otherwise? Now, what's this legislation going to do? Is it going to make you wake up to yourself and walk away? Or are you just going to double down and come back so they can whack more over the top of you? When are you going to fucking learn? Are you ever going to learn? It's like this all over the world. The one thing that's in common is that stupid fucking Star of David. Those pretend Jews occupying the land of Canaan. How on earth can Judaism and Christianity coexist? They can't. They won't even utter the word Jesus Christ. Even that's even his Roman name, not his Aramaic name, not his Hebrew name, not his Jewish name. It's his Roman name. And they can't even bring themselves to utter that. Look at how they all wig out when they do. Look at Erica Kirk. They all go on the fucking... What did me mate call it? Crackhead aerobics. It's like they go on the fent fold. All folded up on the fentanyl. Anyway, isn't it funny? You go to Burnie Hospital up here. I'm gonna drop something. You go to Burnie Hospital up here and ask them for a Bible, and they'll bring you a Talmud. They won't bring you a King James version. They won't bring you a Gideon's Bible. They won't bring you the Bible you want. They hate that. And as soon as they realise, no more painkillers for you. Oh, we don't have a bed for you tonight now. And they'll tell you like just before midnight, We don't have a bed for you. You're going to have to go home with no clothes, soaking wet, and we've lost your bag with $1,000 in your wallet. Not until you fucking, all of a sudden your legs don't hurt no more because you're about to fucking lift the roof. Oh, your bag just turned up. You got to frighten people to get your shit back. Like, seriously. Their head surgeon, Dr. Purcell, is a Jew. He's a Zionist Jew. He's operated on my knees and they've always been shit ever since. You had a footballer, can be back on the football field 6 weeks later having full knee surgeries. Only had arthroscopies. He fucked my knees up. Every time I speak to anyone that's a Jew and shit with anything to do with me. I'm not being racist, this is what's happened to me. I don't care. I don't care. And you always want to blame the Muslims. Why? Why do you want to blame the other peaceful people? They're peaceful. These things that you're seeing running around in the mainland carrying on like buckwheats, they're not Muslims. They're radicalised nutcases. There's all kinds of Zionism. There's Christian Zionism, Jewish Zionism. I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't give a shit. Anyone that's okay with that, there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with you. And when are you going to learn? Just, where are we? At this point, this is nuts. Where is it? Watch a bit more. Why do you think they took all their guns off us? Why do you think they manufactured that thing in Bondi in the first place, to take all the guns off us, and all of a sudden all the cops are getting around with fucking ARs and riot gear? Before any of this kicked off, had the whole machete bin fiasco, when there was no machetes. The only people that handed their stuff in is the innocent people. Why do they manufacture issues to take my firearms off me? I mean, seriously? Activated charcoal, dusting aphid and stump eroder. I'll make you some fucking nice black powder.
To Parliament in defiance of these laws, they did so without many of the protections Australia usually extends to political demonstrations. But the extreme nature of the police crackdown still took many by surprise.
I feel quite naive, but I didn't know that this was what police could do in our state.
Police have not been authorised to use additional force, so they will be appropriately scrutinised for whether the force that was used was disproportionate and unlawful.
The New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns, has defended the police response and his protest restrictions.
New South Wales Police tried everything possible to avoid a conflict last night.
Bullshit, they were chomping at the fucking bit, mate. Ha! Take it from a scrapper from the old days. I don't like scrapping anymore. I used to love it. Trust me, they were chomping at the bit.
Starting a week ago, when they asked protest organisers to do it from Hyde Park, not the middle of town hall.
We have a strong tradition in this country of affirming the right to protest, and in particular, the right to peaceful assembly. But the current Minns government seems determined to incrementally restrict the ways in which that right can be expressed.
So what we saw on Monday night is one of the first examples of a whole suite of laws and policies that both state and federal governments passed in the immediate wake of the Bondi attack, which the Australian public are now having to grapple with. We all saw these scenes of police dragging Muslim men who were kneeling in prayer.
So what do we do about it? So, what are you going to do about it? Keep up this silly game that you are all clearly losing. Oh, wow. I must be wound up. Look at me typing. No, I've got a dodgy keyboard. It's brand new, but look at that, what I've got down there. How many A's? Look at that, I just deleted that and changed it, but it didn't. Thank you. Me and technology fight at the best of times, but I don't like this keyboard. This game that you are all clearly losing. Run up to the cardboard booth. Oh, bloody hell. Look at that. Where's me A? Thank you. Run off to the cardboard booth with a grey lid. Look at that, will you? With a grey lid. Oh, you outsmarted them with a pen. Come on. These grubs only have the legitimacy and validity that you allow in your head. Walk away. Stop feeding them no more taxes. What do they rely on? I'll read that out fluently for you. So what are you going to do about it? Keep up this silly game that you are all clearly losing? Run off to the cardboard booth with the grey lead? Or think you outsmarted them with a pen? Come on, these grabs have no legitimacy or validity. They only have the legitimacy and validity that you allow in your head. Walk away and stop beating them. No more taxes. What do they rely on? What do they rely on? Without your taxes, they can't fund any of this shit. They rely on your taxes to try to keep the interest rates down of the money that they just can't seem to handle. They can't handle money. They've got poor fiscal management skills. Actually, they have none. They just keep raising taxes and keep raising taxes and keep raising taxes to the point, in reality, you're paying over 80% of your income in taxes, directly and indirectly, with import and stamp duties and GST and income taxes, business taxes, salary taxes, wage taxes, excise taxes, tobacco taxes, fuel taxes. It goes on and on and on. Superannuation tax, interest rate tax. And what have we got? The death tax. It's crazy. I've got a thumbtack in the wall. That thumbtacks. You watch the fucking whole thing come tumbling down if everyone just goes, nope. What are you going to do? Come and remove us all from our homes while we're sitting there peacefully, enjoying our family's company? What are you going to do? Put us in prison that you can't afford to put us in because you're not getting any taxes? Seriously, what are you going to do? It's a war that they can't win. You walk away from it and just stop feeding it. Just give them nothing. Give them nothing. Give them nothing, take them nowhere, and let them have their hell to themselves. They want hell, let them have it. There is a way out of this. Honestly, there is. They can't afford to send their planes up to spray us like bugs anymore. They can't do anything without some kind of us interacting with them. They're dead in the water. They can't do anything. They're leeches, they're parasites, they feed off of us. In more ways than you can imagine. Some of yous know very well what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go there. Because I borderline right on that edge of, can I swallow what he's saying or not? I don't want to lose you, not because I want the notoriety or the clicks or the fame. Heaven forbid. I don't want to lose you in the sense that I don't want you to, not take me seriously. It has to be a commonsensical argument that I have for you, so that you can see it for what it is. At all levels, I'm not the tinfoil hatted rabbit chaser that jumps down holes for a world that's turned upside down, inside out, and every which way, like Alice in Wonderland. It's retarded. I follow the receipts. I know what I can prove, and anything I can't prove, I keep that I'll keep that in my invisible little pinboard up there with the stick-it notes. At some point, if and when I can prove prove it, then I'll speak about it. Until then, it just stays up there in my little invisible pinboard. But I do know one thing. For how long now have we been doing the same thing over and over and over again, trying to fight the system, just for the system to come back with more shit to whack over us? And then they give us an inch back. They take miles. They give us an inch back, and they ease the pressure off for a little while, and then they invent some other problem. And we all go running over there at that problem. Imagine if we put all the same energy into creating a new society instead of trying to tear one down. If they've got nothing to fight, what are they going to do? They're going to have to fight themselves. That's all they want. If you don't give them a target, what are they going to come at? They've got nothing to come at. Well, that's common sense. What did Mr. Miyagi say to Daniel-san? Oh, Daniel-san no want lose fight. Daniel-san no be there. Miyagi like, Miyagi-do. Banzai. That's fucking good advice though, isn't it? You don't want to lose the fight, don't be there. Don't fight it. Walk away from it and go build something. Fight it smarter than this. Way smarter. They've infiltrated our communities. Don't try to fix it. Think you can try to fix it at a political level by becoming a politician. You need to infiltrate their systems. You need to infiltrate it in such a way that their systems all of a sudden won't function anymore without them outing themselves to everyone, and everyone goes, fuck, I'm not playing this anymore. No, I'm not giving you no more of me money, me time, me effort, the most precious finite resource we have, our labour, because that's our time, which is finite, and we don't know how little we have. Nobody has any more time than anybody. People have less than others. Do you get that? There's no, I can work till the end of my days and then live a life, because you've already ran out of your days, and you never know when your day's coming. Mine could be in 5 minutes for all I know. Who knows? Yours could be. You might go to bed tonight and get nailed by some kind of a spider in your bed and you don't wake up tomorrow. Wake up, you don't wake up, you get bound with a mouthful of fucking foam. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You remember here when COVID first happened? Have you noticed we've got a lot of foreign cops now? It's been 5 years now since the 5-year contract started. 2020. 500 cops per year for 5 years, recruited in through Queensland, don't even need Australian citizenship. Shazam! Have another look at it, will we? Because it's just been out. When you think about this, where are we?
Pepper spraying, crowd rushing,
Wet!
punching people who came out to protest.
No Australian citizenship, can leave the country at any time, means they are not responsible for anything that they have done. They cannot be held responsible, they cannot be taken to our courts, they're gone. Ping, could be anyone. Who was it? Don't know. Nobody knows. And half the time they're wearing masks and shit, all that goes on. Nobody knows what cop bashed them. They are not your friends, people. They are not our friends. They are not there for us, clearly. Do you think you can fight them? You can't. They took the last of our guns and they've got fucking rifles and they're using hunting rounds now. Hollow point hunting rounds. Like, blah. That's not shoot to maim. That's not shoot to stop. That is not shoot for self-defence. That is shoot to kill. I've been shooting most of my life. I know.